Are you ready?
Yeah.
Man, I'm nervous, bro. These are... Ugh.
I know, you gotta read in front of people.
All right. Yeah, right. We're gonna walk. I can read better if I walk, you know what I mean? All right, let's go outside.
Okay. You can have whenever you want.
Nervous. We good?
I'm scared. Yeah.
Family... Jesus Christ. What's going on, the YouTubes? All right, so today, this episode, we're doing a little Q&A action. I put up a story on my Instagram. We got some really, really good questions that I want to give to you guys in the long form style. I feel like that's just the best way to be able to actually answer these things and not try to fit them all into Instagram in like 60 seconds. So get them pulled up here. So my biggest struggle from leaving active duty and becoming my own boss, the best way that I can explain it is going from a team on a special forces team of 12 like really, really highly intelligent people to where I had, you know, a source of kind of guidance to ask questions and, you know, run things by. When I decided to become my own boss and start my own company, I didn't have that anymore. Everybody that I knew from the past 8 years of being active duty, like all of them were still on the military train, and I was now off. So I had to do all of this, figuring it out, how to run a business, how to find manufacturers, how to find all these things to run this business on my own. Very little guidance, and I knew that, you know, getting into this. So I would say the biggest struggle was just kind of having the confidence that I could just go with my gut, and that I would figure it out along the way was something that I struggled with in the beginning. And I'm not going to say that I, you know, have it all figured out now, but after getting some experience, failing at things, succeeding in things with the business, I've started to gain, you know, that confidence a lot more. So sponsorships and being an athlete, a part of a company, it's a hard thing to kind of live up to those expectations. Like, for example, like you guys see these big companies that have athletes and sponsored athletes. There's a lot that goes with it. Like, I want to sponsor and have athletes that are leading by example, but at the end of the day, like it's a business, you know what I mean? So these athletes and these sponsored people, if you're investing into them, like the expectation is that you're helping the business grow by spreading awareness, by, you know, spreading education, spreading products, like all these things, you know what I mean? It's not just, hey, I'm gonna give this dude free stuff and like he just posts on his Instagram one time. Like, that's not how it works, right? Those days of that working are gone. In order to be a successful athlete, to where that investment into somebody is going to be worth it, they have to want to be an athlete full time. You know what I mean? There's so many people that are doing competitions, that are, you know, doing races and all this stuff. Like, just because you do that, that does not mean that, you know, you are going to make a good athlete for a company. You have to be, you look at all these big companies, like I said, their sponsored athletes are very dedicated to growing that company. So I don't have like a specific, you know, it has to be this exact person. But at the end of the day, like, that is a business move, and so I have to keep that business hat on. And if it doesn't make sense for the business, then we're not going to do it. Family's doing really, really good. kids just started 5th grade, 3rd grade, and 1st grade. So all of them are very, very active, playing sports, basketball, flag football, gymnastics, and yeah, man, they're doing really good. I appreciate that. By the way, you guys are gonna get some sneak peek looks at some new drops that we're doing just from, you know, the community of YouTube. All right, I'm not gonna show these to Instagram until like we're about to launch them. So watch this video, you're gonna get a little sneak peek. So you guys crushed the distance cap that we launched. We've done 2 production orders already, and within like 72 hours both times, they've sold out. So we're gonna bring that same distance cap back, and we're gonna bring a white one. So check this one out.
Looks good.
All right, so that'll be in white and black, and then this hoodie is going to be called the base layer. All right, nice and stretchy, super soft. I know you guys can't feel it through the thing, but super soft hoodie. That's going to be coming in the drop in October. All right, these are in production. This is going to be the olive drab color, and then we'll have it in black as well. So the black hybrid short, that was our most successful, most bought piece of apparel that we've launched since 2022. And we did a second version, updated the fabric, updated the cut. We put the drawstrings on the inside, waistband, same way, same nice smooth. And then we updated the liners to be this topographic pattern. I love it. Got the phone pocket still. This is a hybrid short, plenty big for all phones. Goes right over the top. You got zipper pocket, and then a zipper pocket in the back here. These are going to be coming in October, along with, let me pull up all the restock items that we're going to have. So let's see. All right, we got the deep forest hybrid short that'll be restocked. We got the frog skin hybrid short, the black hybrid with the green topographic. We have the Miami Vibes hybrid short being restocked. The waffle hoodie, you guys love that one, especially for wintertime. The waffle hoodie in black is going to be restocked. The Ultra X long sleeve in black is going to be restocked. And then, like I said, this base layer, it's a new hoodie, will be coming in olive drab and black. The qualification course is after Special Forces selection. So Special Forces selection, I'm just going to talk about what it was like when I was going through. So you got SFAS, which is Special Forces Assessment Selection. That is you trying to become a Green Beret. That is the very first baby step to get into the pipeline. So it's 21 days, and after you get selected, then you go on to what's called the Special Forces Qualification Course, SFQC, and that is a series of phases, right? Phase 1 was Introduction to Unconventional Warfare, IUW, and then Phase 2 was Small Unit Tactics, and then Phase 3 was SEER, which is the Survive, Evade, Resist, and Escape. Then Phase 4 was your MOS phase. So for me, I was in 18 Bravo, which is a Special Forces Weapons Sergeant. And so that's where I spent the next 20 or so weeks at the range for small arms, learning foreign weapons, heavy weapons, machine guns, pretty much any weapon that is out there, you're getting experience with that. And then you moved on to mortars, and where you're dropping bombs down a tube from 60 millimeter, which are like little small bombs, to 81 to 120, which, you know, pretty hefty, probably like that big, dropping it down a tube. Those shoot a lot further, but so you spend all of that time, those 20 weeks during the MOS phase, learning that, and then you'll have like a 2-week field training exercise, FTX, where you are implementing these things and using these weapons and teaching tactics and things like that before you move on to Robin Sage, which was my favorite part of the whole pipeline. You go out there and you pretty much assemble with everybody else that was in their MOS. You make a Special Forces team. So everybody that was that graduated from the MOS phase, who was a Bravo, who was a Charlie, which is demolition and engineer, your Deltas, who are Special Forces medics, your Echoes, who are radio communication specialists. All of you guys get back together on one team and you go carry out training operations, and you get a guerrilla force, which is simulating like you going over to Afghanistan and you're training the Afghan local populace or some sort of fighting force that is assembling to protect their country, something like that. Many examples of that. Then after Robin Sage, you go to language school. In this, language school was 6 months long. I learned Portuguese, and that was the most difficult part of the qualification course for me, because it is 6 months long of you in a classroom from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every single day. And I am just such a hands-on, need to be out in the field, need to be out doing stuff, need to be sweating, dirty. I just love that type of shit. So being in a classroom for 6 months, it was a struggle. And so yeah, that was definitely the hardest part for me, is just having to sit down in a chair and do school work. This is why I wasn't a good, college student and high school student. Like, just sitting down in a classroom for me for hours on end, for months on end, is just not my thing. This dude said no questions. Proud of you, brother. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate you. How to deal with struggling with motivation and staying disciplined. Don't be a fucking pussy. It's just bitch shit. Like, motivation is fake, and discipline is just you making the decision that you want to do shit, or you don't. Right. Thanks to you and your leadership / fitness aspects, I've won NCO of the Year of the Air Force. That's pretty badass. Congrats, dude. Keep going, man. God's got plans for you. He's got a plan for everybody. Bro, when are you restocking the black shorts on large or XL? All right, let me break this down for you. It does not take a week when we run out of stock for us to get these things back in stock. It is a 60 to 90 day process for us to restock them, for them to be made, for them to be shipped here, for us to do everything that we needed to do to get them back up on the website. So, why can't people support each other more? I mean, if you want me to break it down to you, honestly, bro, it's a fucking competition out here for everybody. Everybody's competing against each other. So, it's so fucking hard to make money now that you don't have time to really support all these other people. Like, I wish everybody the best of luck, but at the same time, dude, I'm trying to fucking win at the highest level. So thank you for all you do, man. Love watching the brand grow. I really appreciate that, man. This shit is hard as fuck. So the support is very, very much appreciated. Best battle belts, sub-second battle belts, hands down, the best. Do you miss SOF and operating? Yeah, bro, of course. Like, that was the funnest and will always be the most fun job that I've ever had. I loved doing every aspect of that job except the stupid dumb shit, which usually was like 90%. Only like 10% of it is actually like cool. Why won't you text me back? Bro, I'm out here working, bro. Like, I got, let me show you. Like, this is real shit. That's 105 people text that I don't text back, man. I'm on a mission. I got shit to do. And, honestly, if we're not on the same team, like working together, then likelihood of me texting you back all the time is going to be very unlikely. How you keep motivated all the day? I'm not motivated every single fucking day. I just stick to what I say that I'm going to do, and the things that I want to do, I do. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how I'm feeling. Like, I said I'm going to do some shit. I said I'm going to train. I said I'm going to work hard in this business. I'm going to fucking do it. What's your biggest motivation? My kids, for sure. I want them to be proud as fuck of their dad. I want them to look at me as just this freaking superhero. And that's all the motivation. I don't even think of it as motivation. It's my purpose. You know what I mean? They are my purpose, and that's who I do all this shit for. Building my business, everything I do outside, getting rid of all the bullshit that I used to do as a kid, and training my ass off. Like, they are my purpose. They are my motivation. With all the working out and taking care of your brand, do you even sleep? Absolutely, I sleep. Because I train so fucking hard, I'm tired at night. Because I work my ass off in my business, because I work my ass off trying to be the best dad that I can be, I'm fucking tired at night. I'm very tired. Let's look at my sleep score. One sec. All right. Let's just go. In 2025, my daily sleep average time is 6 hours and 47 minutes. This month, 6 hours and 55 minutes. This week, 6 hours and 20 minutes. Last night, 6 hours and 20 minutes. I sleep plenty because I'm fucking tired at nighttime.
What do you use to track your sleep?
Coros. I use the Coros watch. It stays on me all the time. Tracks everything. Stress levels, training times, training efforts, heart rate, sleep, all that good stuff. So Stay Ready Endurance before lifts too. I'm just using it before runs. So Stay Ready Endurance I use for all of my training. Strength, endurance. In the gym, I'll take my pre-workout, my pump prior to doing my strength stuff. And then I will usually sip on 1 to 2 scoops of Stay Ready Endurance during my training. For running, for endurance stuff, cycling, swimming, I have toyed around with multiple different ways, and I prefer, this is me, you have to test it out yourself too. I do 1 scoop before I start to get carbs in my system before I start doing any run, any endurance training whatsoever at all. And then every hour I'm doing 1 to 2 scoops of Stay Ready Endurance during training. How has TRT affected your life outside the gym? Such psychological benefits. So when I got out of the military, my test levels were in the 250s. All right, normal operating range for a 27-year-old at the time is when I got out, is like 850 to 1,000, right? So I immediately jumped on TRT through Core Medical Group. They're awesome. Customer service is awesome. Everything that they do is top tier. It affected way more than just my performance in the gym. Running this business, having the energy for being a parent, doing everything outside of the gym, if your hormones and your levels are all messed up and toasted, dude, you're going to be affected in every single possible way of your life. And that's down to sleep, your appetite, just having the energy to go do things. If you're messed up, for males in the testosterone level and you're tanked, dude, it's not going to be a good day. So it has changed my life tremendously and got me feeling like myself, to be honest with you. All right, so these are the new hybrid shorts that are coming in October timeframe. But this week on Friday, these are the new Phantom shorts. All right, new fabric. These are liner in, same deal, and it's a updated fabric on the liner as well. Still the same fit, 2 pockets, and these will be the Phantom black camo. We updated the liner as well on these, so I think these are going to be the new community favorite for sure, and we'll be bringing out new styles in these, but Phantom black coming on Friday. What's going on, guys? So today is August 26th. It's a Tuesday. It's a little bit different training block than last Tuesday when we put out that video of the week breakdown. So this morning we had tempo efforts on the track, and to go a little bit more in depth of what that was, I'm going to read you guys kind of the instructions for the training. So it was a warm-up, and the warm-up was 4 kilometers at a heart rate of 116 to 151. So like a zone 1, zone 2 heart rate, just getting warmed up, getting the legs under you, and then repeat this 6 times. All right, 1K repeats, and heart rate was in the zone 3, zone 4, which is your like zone 3 is tempo, and then zone 4 is your lactate threshold. And that heart rate was 151 to 169 beats per minute, with an easy half mile in between all of those repeats. So 6 1K repeats with a half mile rest, walking to slow the heart rate down, and then once you get it down, go into a slow jog, and then right back into the repeat. After that, after those 6 rounds, we had a 10-minute cool down, and the total for that was 1 hour 40 minutes. Total distance was 10.08 miles, and the pace doesn't really matter because it's, you know, sprinting and tempo work, and then cool downs and warm up. So but I wanted to give you guys the distance and the time. So 10.08 miles, and it took us an hour and 40 minutes. Then right after that, we went up to first watch to pretty much refuel on everything nutrition. I got a pumpkin pancake. I got this hash bowl with a bunch of protein from eggs, avocados for fat, potatoes for carbs, and then I had this like detox kale and all sorts of foo-foo shit in there. It was really good. Right now, we just finished up a strength workout, and all of my lifts are very, very similar. We got half of the block is lower body, and then the other half is upper body. And I'm about to jump on a call with my coach, and so we're going to end this video here, but stay tuned because we have a lot of things coming. And Josh and I, who's recording right now, we're going to be putting a lot of effort into the YouTube side of things. So your comments down below, they're not going to go unnoticed. We read every single one. If there is something that you guys want to know, something that you'd like us to go more in depth, or you want to see, just let us know. You know what I mean? I'm fully open to showing you guys whatever, all the way down to like TRT protocol, HRT protocol, whatever you guys want to see, man. I'm an open book. I have nothing to hide. So I'll see you guys next time. Let us know in the comments what you want to see in the next video. If you guys want to see my training breakdown, go to the video prior to this one. We just uploaded it last week. Go ahead and check it out. You'll get all the information for what we're doing on a weekly basis for training.